we're back. So a nice short run again today, mainly because I've got an injury. If there's any runners or any physiotherapists out there that might be able to help me, please help me, because I'm getting, after about a mile, 10 minutes, whatever comes first, I'm getting like this cramp in halfway up my foot on the left outer side of my foot, and it feels like what I think is peroneal tendonitis, which is really, really annoying me because I've really wanted to do a marathon this year, and I just can't run more than 2 or 3 miles at the moment. So it's absolutely killing me. So yeah, if anybody can help me, please help. But seriously, help me. Welcome to the Laura Loves Co. Stock room, head office, HQ. Slash dining room. What are you up to? Look at this light behind you. Look, it's great.
It's nice and warm.
This is Laura's photo studio as well. So on this very Instagrammable rustic table, the products get placed on the wood and then they're photographed from the top down, aren't they? Mm-hmm. That's how she rolls. So what are you doing? Are you packaging things out to get sent out today?
Yeah, so I've just got to package up all these orders, go to the post office this afternoon.
Cool.
And then start again.
That's how we roll in the pandemic. And speaking of the pandemic, I have got a socially distanced headshot shoot today, which is a little bit why Laura and me had a little practice yesterday, because I wanted to try a few new things out against the headshot wall. One bit of feedback Laura gave me, and I never considered this, was there's no way to check yourself out. There's no mirror. So you can't, retouch your own hair, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick the mirror from the lounge in the garage, so people can see themselves at least, so they don't have to get the old camera out and selfie it. So that's one of today's jobs. I won't actually film out of respect, and for obvious reasons, I won't actually film the headshot shoot, but I'll give you a full report when that's done. So let's get that done. Trying to work out whether it looked better on this wall or this wall. My instinct is this wall. Then again, from the workshop, a lot of dust will settle here because there's the doorway. But here, I'm worried that this will reflect light in a bad way onto the backdrop. Yeah, it's going to have to go on that wall, because I think it's going to reflect light in too much of a bad way. Yeah. So the mirror's up, which I'm quite happy with, and that gets me to thinking that what else I'd quite like to, some other changes I'd quite like to make, is I'd quite like to get either some photography up here, which I don't know if I will because there'll be so much dust from my saw shop. So yeah, what I'm thinking I might do is I might put some quotes up, or I might even make some woodwork art, which I've seen a lot of on YouTube, which looks like a lot of fun to do. So, lots of, I've got lots of ideas. So yeah, let's get this headshot shoot done, and I'll report back afterwards. I don't want to sound like a big sort of moaning mini saying how cold it is all the time, but on my run today it was so bitter. It was just, fortunately it wasn't snowing then, but it was, the wind was brutal, and now it started snowing, and I don't think it's going to settle because it's so so windy, and we are much better off inside than out. And it's so cold in this house. We've got one of these houses that's just so freezing cold. Laura has actually been making inquiries today to see if we can get a log fire installed, because this thing just does not cut it. I'm just going to turn friends off. Does anyone else just have like a comfort show on, and they just literally just put it on all the time, and it's just on and on? How many times do you reckon we've watched Friends in the last 12 months?
I dread to think.
First to 10th, the 10 series, 24 episodes in each. I think we must be on our 20th cycle.
Probably. I mean, we just put it on when we're working. Like, we don't.
It's just like, it's like having actual Friends in the background. So today I did some headshots which went really well. The shoot was literally 10 minutes long. It was a corporate headshot shoot, so it was someone that got in touch who wanted corporate shots, which is something a little bit different to actors' headshots, so I have to pose them slightly differently. And that was a bit tricky for me, because normally when actors come to me, I know how to deal with them, we've got a lot in common, but when they're quite corporate and you know, this lady was on a lunch break, it's difficult to find common ground, so that's a big learning curve for me, but I think it went okay. And yeah, I'm going to be editing those photographs and sending them back to the lady who visited earlier. Also today, something that's quite exciting, we're having a wedding ring. Is it called a fitting? I don't know what it's called.
I think it's just showing us what he's been up to with
Yeah.
our rings. Like.
Well, we're having our wedding rings custom made for us, and if anyone that watched the You Got This video where we got engaged, we're having the same ring designer design our wedding bands, so we're going to hopefully pick them up today. So we're being proactive about our wedding. Our wedding is happening. We are getting married. We just might have to get married in the back garden again, but have the vicar come round, like a proper vicar.
Golf course. So then now the dressing room at the moment is completely silent. It's a tough time, man. It's a tough time for all of us, and I'm sure for our supporters at home as well.
But you know, I don't like when there's loads of people around. I feel kind of like claustrophobic, and I almost like getting angry. You know, I can't wait to get out of this where I can breathe again. So for me, you know, the lockdown can't come soon enough, but nothing will really change for me because I'll still be out on my own somewhere.
So there we are, the end of another day. I'm looking back through these headshots. I'm actually really pleased with them, considering that, you know, I've done these in my studio. I've got to stop calling it a studio. The fact that I've done this in the garage in front of the wall that I built, I'm actually really pleased of how these photographs have come out. The client actually specifically asked for black and white copies, which, you know, I'll oblige all day because I love editing in black and white. So the corporate photos went well. I've learned a lot today. I've learned about how to engage or engaging differently with people differently when it comes to corporate headshots versus an actor's headshot. We did that headshot shoot in about 10 minutes. Partly was because it was so cold, and also partly was because it was a corporate shoot and it doesn't really require a lot of chit chat. If anybody is watching this who's got a suit and tie job, who's probably had headshots done before, they probably haven't spent 3 hours trying to nail the perfect shot. They probably just sat in a chair, got the photographer to take a picture, and then shot off prontissimo. Very similar to how today's went. So you've got to learn to quickly get the shot quickly, if you know what I mean. So that was a big learning curve for me today. But apart from that, I enjoyed listening to the pubcast. Shout out to the lads that run that podcast. Love sticking that on for an hour, a couple of hours while I'm editing. So keep that content coming, boys. I really enjoy that. Thanks for watching today's video. I'll see you on tomorrow's video, whatever that's going to be about. And I think I might even fly the drone tomorrow. Maybe. I think I'm going to fly it. Yeah, I'm going to fly it. See you tomorrow.
Since I've seen the sun could be bright again.